Welcome back. I'm going to do this water bottle thing. It's design form tutorial number 2, create a water bottle. There's 5 activities. Alright, I'm going to move these instructions off to my hidden monitor and get started. I've got Fusion going. The first thing they ask you to do is expand the document settings in the browser and check out your units. If you click this little box to the right, there's a dialog to change your units, and it's already in millimeters, so I'm good. So I'm going to cancel that. This is pretty fun here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a form. Now remember, a form is a surface that may not necessarily enclose a volume. So that's going to be the case here, but we'll make it enclose a volume at the end. So you click Create Form, then Create Cylinder. It's going to be a hollow cylinder. They want you to use the XZ plane. So you click that plane, then click the origin, then click somewhere on the canvas, and you get this cylinder dialog pops up. And they want you to use, let's see, what are the dimensions here? They want you to use 50 for the diameter, 100 for the height, 6 height faces, let's see, one side, none, new body, and click OK. Then twirl this guy around, and I think it's bottom and back. No, it's not. It's top and back. You want the y-axis, the green axis, pointing up. That's what they call up. All right, now look, we're going to go modify, edit form, and if you click this double edge, you get all these little controls, and if you grab the arrow and drag it up, you're just modifying the edge. Okay, now I'll Control Z out of that. Now, but if you hold down Alt, right? The magic here is hold down Alt. You get a new edge. So you hold down Alt and drag up 15 millimeters and let go, you have a new edge. Then you can mouse over this scalar gizmo till you get the number, then type in 0.75. Okay, then do it again. Hold down Alt, drag this arrow 15, let go of Alt and the mouse, mouse over this scalar gizmo till you get a number 0.75. Okay, then once again mouse over the arrow, then hold down Alt, drag up 15 millimeters, you get a new edge, let go of everything, mouse over the scalar, Control 0.75. Okay, then click just somewhere on the canvas to be done with that. All right, now we keep going. We modify, edit form, double click this edge, hold down Alt and drag up 5. Then let go, then hold down Alt again and drag up, click and drag up till you see 10. Now, these are cumulative from the very first edge. Let go of everything and then hold down Alt again and drag up 15. Okay, so you're clicking and dragging on these controls, but when you hold Alt and click and drag, you get a new edge. Okay, so we've just added a bunch of edges. Now there's another way to add edge, and that's go up here to modify and go insert edge. We could have done this before, but they want you to play with this other command. So you go click insert edge, then click this top edge, and the insertion side will be single by default. The insert location is 50% down towards the next edge, and then click OK. Then do it again, modify, insert edge, and click the new edge, double click it, change the insertion side to both, and with the 50% 50% insertion location 0.50. It's putting in these new edges on either side of the selected edge, 50% or halfway up and halfway down. Halfway up to the next edge and halfway down to the next edge. Then click OK. All right. Then click this top view on the view cube. Get it to look like this. Select all of these faces in here, or I guess rather all of these edges like this. So you might have to make sure that you're on Window Select, right? And then go like, just draw a box around these guys like that. Just, you know, click and drag a box around. Now orbit around to make sure that you got all of these edges. Then modify, edit form, and you can click this center scaling doohickey and scale it out. I think they want 1.2. 1.2. Yeah, that's that. Then click on the canvas here to cancel or to accept. Right now, orbit around and look at the bottom of this thing. Okay, so back to the same thing. Modify, edit form, double click this edge, drag the arrow down. Oh, no, Control Z. I forgot to hold Alt. Got to hold Alt and drag the arrow down about so, and then let go and then scale it in by, you know, about so. Now hold down Alt and scale it again and you get this. And hold and then let go of everything. Then hold down Alt and scale it again. Then I gotta orbit a little bit, and I gotta scale. Zoom rather. Okay, then one more time. Now we're gonna do the arrow thing. Hold down Alt and drag it up a little bit like that. Then, yeah, right click or just click on the canvas to accept everything. Click OK on the dialog. Then the last thing is to fill the hole. There's a command for that. Modify fill hole. Double click this edge and you have to change the fill hole method to collapse, and it does this. And you click OK. Okay, so what we've done is we've made one surface. It's not a volume because it's open on the top, and there's just one surface. It doesn't enclose anything, right? If you, let's see, if you went to this body that we've just made, body 1, and in the browser and right click and go properties, it says watertight no, and there's no volume calculation because this doesn't enclose anything. So to get it to enclose something, we need to offset this surface. But before we do that, there's one more edit to do. So so let's see. Sorry about the zooming. So so in my tutorial, the pictures are missing. So I'm not exactly sure what they're asking me to do, but what the words say to do is select one of these edges. Double click this edge, press delete. Double click, I think, this edge and press delete. Then double click this edge, go to modify, edit form, and what they want you to do is see this little rotation doohickey. Grab that and turn it about so. Okay, then they want you to grab the scaler gizmo and scale it. And then they actually want you to take this arrow and drag it up like that. Okay, then click on the canvas to accept. Get it to look like that. See? Then, okay, now it still doesn't enclose a volume, so we need to, what is the command? It's thicken. It's modify thicken, which is like an offset. Okay, then you click this thing for everything. Thickness is 2. Thickness type is soft. Direction normal. Okay, and it does this, so it offset the surface, and you can sort of see with all the extra rings that it sort of drew that there's. You could say that there's 2 surfaces, but really it's the outside surface that just sort of wraps around into the inside. Like you can hover over all of these edges and see how, you know, there's an inside surface and then it kind of wraps around to the outside, right? So this thing is a volume now. Like if you, so let's see, we'll click finish form. If you go to the browser and find this body, right click and check properties, it has a volume now. But that's not where the water goes. That's just the material the bottle's made of, right? It's a 2 millimeter thick bottle, you know, made of, say, glass or something. Oh, I guess it's made of steel. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy bottle. But that's not the fluid volume, right? So to do that, the fluid volume, we need to keep going. So here's what you do: you get it to look like that. Then you go create a sketch. You need to select a plane. Select this plane, this XZ plane. Click that. Then go to this 2-point rectangle, click, and then you let go, and then click again. It's not a drag, it's just a click. All right, that we just drew this thing, which, see, the bottle pokes out below that because we just drew that in the XZ plane, and the bottle pokes out below the XZ plane. All right, now extrude this thing. So go up here to solid, create, extrude, and drag this up about, like, they give you a number, but I don't, doesn't matter that much. Then click this direction, both 2 sides, and then you get a second arrow that you can drag down that away. Okay, then change the operation to new body and click OK. So what do we got? If you expand in the browser here, you can see we have 2 bodies. We have this bottle that we drew, and then we have this box. Now we'll do a Boolean operation. They call it a combine. Okay, so modify combine. The target body is this thing. The tool body is the bottle. The operation is cut, and make sure keep tools is selected, and then click OK. Now what do we got? We have this we've got the bottle. There's the original bottle. Then we've got what looks like the cube, but if you turn off the bottle and this other body that's in there, this is what happened to not the cube, but the box. It's hollowed out. And the bottle was cut by the bottle. But look, there's this other thing in here which is highlighted right now, right? The thing highlighted in the most insideness of it. Here, I'll turn off the other tube. This thing, see that? That's the fluid volume. That used to be the box, but it was the bottle cut the box into two other bodies, the one on the outside and one on the inside. So think about that and play with these a little bit. But this right here is the fluid volume. It's body 2. Okay, so if you go to body 2 and right click it and go to properties, there you go, 1.914 times 10 to the 5th cubic millimeters. So cubic millimeter is a milliliter. So it's 1.94 times, it's a little over, it's like 2 liters, right? I think. Not sure, 10 to the 5th. I don't really want to think about it that much. Okay, that's it. Show me some pictures. All right, hope this was useful to you. Thanks.